Today I'm going to talk about how my game went from this to this, and 3 pieces of wisdom I gained from this experience. But first, let's start with a story.
Once upon a time, a bright-eyed, bushy-tailed young game developer decided to make an indie horror game. It's a story as old as time. He spent months slaving away, working deep into the night and waking up at the crack of noon. Powered by energy drinks and frozen pizza, our young friend chipped away at his passion project. He designed, he iterated, he tested and deleted. Eventually, the Silent Mourning demo was born. Friends and family rejoiced. Playtests were had, with scares aplenty. All was right in the world. Until one fateful day, our young game developer decided to make a YouTube video. A simple video describing some of the features he used to make the daytime scary in his game. Just a quick 3-minute video sharing some of his game design knowledge, as it was a passion of his. But he knew if he was going to play the game, he had to play it right. He made an eye-catching thumbnail, he devised an intriguing title, then he clicked upload. And 27 views. So he went to bed that night, dreaming of what could have been, but happy to share some cool knowledge with those 27 people. That night, as he slept, the algorithm fairy waved her magic wand, and something miraculous happened. In technical terms, it popped the fuck off. Hundreds of thousands of people were watching the video, and thousands of people were checking out his game. If this were a fairy tale, this would be the part where the boy made millions and retired at 25 and lived happily ever after. But this wasn't a fairy tale. This was real life. My life.
Goddamn, that voice ruins my throat. Lesson 1. Feedback is not a personal attack. So, let me just preface this by saying that the Silent Mourning demo also functioned as an early access. Personally, I don't like the idea of people paying for early access, and fortunately, I'm in a position where I'm not reliant on an early access income to keep the game afloat. But with it being in early development, I was under no illusions that there would be issues with the game. And boy oh boy, did people find some issues. At first, I was discouraged. All these people playing my game and having a less than smooth time. First impressions matter a lot, and a lot of people's first impressions was a buggy mess with little guidance. It hurt. I was sad, I was angry, I was scared, but I knew what I had to do. I read every piece of feedback on the Discord, on YouTube, on Steam, and itch.io. I compiled all the issues I could find into a big list. Issues that were mentioned more than once were moved up the list. Game-breaking bugs, immersion-ruining issues, performance, compatibility, and many other things. With a seemingly insurmountable list in front of me, I did the only thing I could do. I got to work. Grinding harder than ever, patching bugs, adding features, changing things that I originally thought were perfect. Then, after posting a patch, rinse and repeat. Each time, the feedback getting slightly more positive, and my ego being left slightly less bruised. In short, while it might hurt seeing people say negative things about your game, you need to understand that it means people care. If they had no interest, they wouldn't say anything constructive. But most people want to see your game succeed, so they comment some form of improvement that they would like to see. Your friends and family are a good start, but unbiased playtesters will tear you apart, and it's up to you to build yourself back up, but better. The value of playtesting cannot be understated. It can only improve your game. Lesson 2. Release is just the beginning. Before releasing the demo, I had a list of things I wanted implemented and fixed. These were the main things my personal playtests found and features I wanted in the game. I slowly ticked off the whole list and couldn't procrastinate releasing the demo any longer, so I clicked the big green release button. Job done. I can sit back and relax for a while. Or so I thought. Crashes, game-breaking bugs, incompatibility, resolution issues, all the worst nightmares of a game dev. Unfortunately, it worked on my machine isn't a good excuse when you've got a horde of people that want to play your game. So I spent the next week after releasing the demo working non-stop. Being a solo developer is a double-edged sword. I know every corner of my codebase. If there's a bug, I can normally figure out why it's there before even checking the code. But it also means I have to fix those bugs. And with the bugs I can't figure out, crawling through line by line trying to find the problem with no one to blame but myself, believe me, when I say working 12 plus hours a day on mostly bug fixing is a one-way ticket to burnout, I know what I'm talking about. You need to do things other than just game dev. Which I know, sounds sacrilegious. But if it's all you do, there's a high likelihood you will never finish your project. Go touch grass, work out, paint, watch a movie, do something, do anything. Because when you start having nightmares about bug fixing in your game, I promise, you won't want to wake up and do it in real life. Trust me. One of the things I do to give myself a break is make videos about game design. And, well, my game is often used as an example, so it's kind of cheating. It also lets me escape from the depths of my game and think about other games for a while. Combine this with long walks, and cooking, and getting 99 strength in real life. This is what works for me. But you'll need to find your escapes if you want to survive making a game. That sounded very dramatic, but it's true. Lesson number 3, Imposter Syndrome. Along with fame, along with minor success, comes Imposter Syndrome. I think it's just a natural part of making and sharing anything with people. I'll have the same feeling after releasing this video. Why would anyone listen to me? Who would even want to play my game? Those 30,000 people must have accidentally misclicked the like button. But how do we fix that feeling? Well, I lied when I said that I had 3 pieces of wisdom. I don't have a solution to this one, but how I wish I did. Humans are really good at focusing on the negative. The negative comments, the negative feedback, or a bad review. And it hurts. It just reinforces the doubts you've got in your own mind. So I've got a job for you. Yes, you, listening right now. Your job is to remember that games are made by people. Whether it's a AAA billion-dollar company or an indie dev on their first game, they will appreciate a positive comment. It will make their day. So go out there and find a game you like and leave a positive comment or review. It doesn't have to be my game, even better if it's not, but let's just spread a little bit of positivity from our little corner of the internet. That's all for now. If you enjoy game design videos and want to help me procrastinate the full release of my game, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'm sure there'll be plenty more topics I can pretend to know what I'm talking about. Thank you for watching.